to this. This, of course, is me coming to you. I haven't done a video in about a week. One of the reasons is I've been trying to catch up on a lot of my DVDs, as now I have a stack about 2 feet high of DVDs that I'm trying to get through. A lot of that has to do with the fact that Ring of Honor, I got the Ring of Honor straight shooting grab bag where you can pick 5 DVDs. It ends up being about $35. Pretty good deal. Already watched one of them. Also, we got Final Battle 2007, which I will be doing a review of probably later. This is going up Friday morning, early Friday morning, and probably late Friday night. I'll put up a review of Final Battle 2007. I have been caught up on everything else, and I just haven't felt like putting up a lot of reviews, so that's why. And you know, a lot of other guys are putting up a lot of reviews, so I haven't really felt it that necessary to put up a lot of reviews. So that's one of the reasons that I'm so far behind, and I definitely want to get caught back up. But I got that. I also got another grab bag from Ring of Honor, which I've done very well with, because I got more stuff that I'll actually watch. I have yet to get one that I really haven't. There's nothing on it that I don't think I would watch. You know, so there you go. I will say with the grab bags, they're a pretty good deal. You get some shoot interviews. You also get some best ofs of Ring of Honor, which ultimately are not very good, but since you're getting them for such a great deal, about $5 a piece, I don't think that's too bad. So, well, that said, that's not why I'm on here. The reason why I'm on here is if most of you, by the time, you probably have heard about this already, but like I said, I'm putting this up very early Friday morning. It has been announced that the WWE and CW are parting ways, and they'll be parting ways at the end of this television season, in which WWE is apparently going to go somewhere else by all accounts. They've agreed to go through separate ways. You would imagine CW probably isn't too happy about this, as I believe SmackDown was their highest rated show. If it wasn't their highest rated show, it was one of their highest rated shows by far. And with the writer's strike not looking like it's going anywhere soon, here's a show that definitely you don't have to worry about. So there you go. There's already rumors that SmackDown is either going to go to Fox or go to another Universal Studios network, which makes sense that Universal would want all of the WWE products under its roof. I can see that. I also see it going to Fox as well. So by all accounts, on the surface, this looks like one of those what the hell, but once you get into it, you realize this is probably a good deal for the WWE, because they weren't always big on having a Friday night show. Anyways, they were kind of forced into it by the CW, and before that I did believe the WB. The reason being is that it's too easy to be preempted by sports on a syndicate when you are on Friday nights. Thursday nights, not so much. And also, there's rumors that WWE also wants to go head-to-head with TNA on Thursday nights, something the CW wouldn't let them do, so which is one of the reasons why they want to leave and all of this. So we'll learn more about that over the next couple of weeks, I am sure. Some other TV news that revolves around TNA that I wanted to talk about was the fact that there is now a growing rumor, and it's becoming more and more of, it looks like it's going to be reality, that TNA will at least start doing live shows every other week, which would be very interesting. And the first live show would be Thursday before WrestleMania, when all these people are going to be in Orlando, which I think is a very good idea, sounds very interesting, and would be very interesting to see for sure. That said, one of the things apparently SpikeTV, and this kind of just made me go, huh? When I read this, the reasons why they don't want, and they're kind of hesitant about TNA going live, is that they feel that TNA puts such production into their product after the show is taped that it'll hurt the product. To that I go, do they even watch the product? Because if you watch the product, you will see that apparently they think the production values are a big part of TNA, and I would say the production values are one of the big hindrances to TNA. If you watch TNA, even when it's taped, we're not even going to go to live pay-per-views. I'll get to that in a minute. I've bitched about this before. But you go to the live, when you're talking about tapes and you're missing spots, you're doing bad camera angles, you're jetting away at the wrong times, you're doing all of these things that normally you would see maybe on a live event and you're seeing it on a taped event, it would be kind of bothersome to me. Then to add the fact that if you actually, Spike TV actually watched the live pay-per-views and they saw how many flubs and missed spots and bad camera angles and just bad, just overall production that TNA is notorious for doing, for just having, I mean, just bad stuff that just makes you go, eh? Sometimes. Yeah, if I was Spike, I'd be worried about this too, but I definitely would, this would be something that I would have noticed a long time ago, and it kind of makes you wonder about the people that are at Spike and what they're watching and what they, you know, I mean, I'm not a TV guy, so I don't know, maybe they think that's something that people like, but, you know, most people I know, that's one of their big gripes with TNA is the fact of the bad, you know, just production is just sometimes horrible. But I will say this: if TNA goes live, I think it'll definitely help them because if anyone that remembers back to the Monday Night Wars, when Raw would be live, it would boost about a .5 rating higher than when it was taped. So it will definitely help them in the ratings. A live show always does better because there's no spoilers, there's none of that. So that would be good for TNA. It'd be interesting to see how it works out as far as money-wise goes, and you know, because doing a live show is much more expensive than doing a tape show. Even a tape delayed show by a couple of hours is actually a lot cheaper than doing a live show, as strange as that might sound, but it's very true. So it'll be very interesting to see. Of course, we have a TNA pay-per-view that's coming up this Sunday that I don't think anyone is really hyped about, and that no one really seems to really care about, except for the diehard TNA fans. So, you know, take that for what you will. But just kind of two TV deals that were going around that I wanted to come on here and talk about because I thought they were kind of interesting. The SmackDown thing will be very interesting to see, particularly with the writer strike going on, and I've figured the writer strike eventually will be solved, but it is becoming pretty apparent that networks are taking solace in shows that don't necessarily need guild writers, so SmackDown being one of those, so it's probably going to be pretty sought after. As you know, the rumors have gone that Raw might, for those of you who don't know, Raw might be moved to NBC due to the writer strike. So there's that as well. But, and then of course we have the TNA news, which is good for TNA, but like I said, when I read the thing about the production values and the after production stuff that apparently Spike likes, and I watch and I go, this is the best they can do tape, it's not really good, and pay-per-views are even worse. But anyways, that's all I wanted to come on here and talk about. Like I said, probably later tonight, when most of you see this, probably late, probably early Saturday morning, I will be posting up Final Battle 2007 review, as I will have it watched by then. So anyways, you guys have a good one, and I will talk to you later.